Hey everybody, I'm Justin with AmericanMuscle.com, and this is going to be my detailed breakdown and install of BMR's rear sway bar relocation kit, available for your 2005 to 2014 Mustang. Plain and simple, the BMR relocation kit is going to appeal to the S197 owners out there who want to run a 15-inch drag wheel on the rear of their car, and that's pretty much it. There's no handling improvements from this kit. There's no real appearance improvements from this kit, aside from running those drag wheels, of course. It's just simply going to allow you to run some meets on the back of your S197 for improved traction or drag racing purposes. Now, this kit can be used with stock or aftermarket rear sway bars, and pricing is what you'd pretty much expect for a couple of brackets and some hardware in the high $20 range. Installation is going to get a soft 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter from me, as there is some light grinding and cutting involved, but we will have more on that later on. So the reason for this kit even existing is a rather simple one, right? Guys wanted to drag race their S197, as some Mustang owners do from time to time, went to slap on a set of 15s and realized there was a problem. The problem is the lowermost portion, or the lower tab on the lower shock mount, tends to get in the way of a 15 by 10 inch drag wheel. So by coming up with some simple hardware and brackets, you move that sway bar mount up a couple of inches, thus allowing you to keep your rear sway bar and still run a 15-inch drag wheel without issue. But let's take a closer look at that simple hardware, and guys, what you see is what you get here. This is a very simple kit. The two main components in this kit, if you can call it that, are these two stainless steel brackets, which will allow you to move that sway bar mount a couple of inches up the factory mount, eliminating any problems. The kit does also include, of course, all of your necessary hardware. Everything is made in the USA, and again, I just want to reiterate, this kit is compatible with your factory rear sway bar or an aftermarket rear sway of your choice. I do also want to point out that BMR does offer what they call their anti-roll kit here on the site. No, it's not a sway bar kit. Instead, it's something that you're going to use on a dedicated drag car to get it to leave nice and straight without any twisting or any drama. And if that is the route you plan on going, it's going to eliminate the need for the kit that we have in this video. So just something to keep in mind if you do plan on building a dedicated drag car. Switching gears, let's get into the installation a little bit further, guys. And a couple of big things to consider here. The rear of the car will need to get in the air, the rear shocks will need to come out, and you will need to do some cutting. So I am going to go soft 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, maybe an hour or two of your time in the garage before everything is installed. Tool-wise, you're looking at a 13 and 15 millimeter socket in addition to that cutting tool. Sawzall, cutoff wheel, grinder, whatever you have laying around the shop should do the trick just fine. Now, BMR does include some very detailed instructions along with their kit, but some of the highlights do include, again, getting the rear end of your Mustang up in the air slightly, removing those rear wheels, and removing your rear shocks. You'll want to go ahead and locate the sway bar mounts on the rear axle and remove the two 13 millimeter bolts per each side. At this point, you can go ahead and install the square shoulder bolt included with the kit into the center hole of the BMR relocation bracket and mark directly below on your factory lower shock mount where you will need to cut. Now you get to break out the fun tools, so go ahead and make your cut using your grinder, cutoff wheel, sawzall, or whatever you have laying around the shop or garage, deburring as necessary. With both sides modified, you can now fully install the brackets from BMR, repositioning the sway bar along the way, reinstall the shocks, reinstall your wheels, and your installation is complete. So if you guys are looking to run a 15-inch drag wheel on the back of your S197 for drag racing purposes, or maybe you just dig the look of that big and little combo, you'll want to check out the affordable option here from BMR right here at AmericanMuscle.com.